Hi stinky friends, welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be ranking my personal favorite cozy hobbies from my least favorite to my most favorite. My definition of cozy is it is usually inside, calm and peaceful, and also that it helps quiet the voices in your head. Let's get started. Number 8 on my list is one that multiple people have recommended to me, that I have tried a few times to get into, that I just simply cannot because I am stupid. That is crochet. I wanted so badly to like crochet. Look how cute this little guy is. I hate him. He ruined my life. No one told me how much math was involved in crochet. I barely passed math. My high school math teacher shed a single happy tear the day that I passed with a C because it meant that he would never have to see me again. I'm so sorry for all the crochet girlies. I wish I was you. I wish I was you. I want to be you one day, but I'm just too dumb, I think. Crochet is unfortunately last on my list. Number 7, slightly less aggressive, is puzzles. The reason why puzzles are so low on my list is because I can never find a place to put them. I love doing puzzles. I feel like they really help calm me down and like they're very good at helping me keep like a singular focus. But we have 2 cats who love to push things off tables, so puzzles are not safe in this house, unfortunately. But one day I hope to have a dining room table. I dream of having a dining room table where I can spread out the puzzles, and you know what, that will be a good day. Maybe that will be the day that I can magically do crochet. Number 6 on the list is baking. Now, baking is something that I really do enjoy, but the reason why it's so low on my list is because I only bake the same things over and over again. And you might be like, well, Millie, just branch out. Just try a new recipe, Millie. That's great. I made lemon bars and somehow they turned out looking like fish sticks. I was so proud of these, and then someone responded to my Instagram story and said, are those fish sticks? It hurt my feelings. It did, it hurt my feelings because they tasted great, but they looked like a dead fish. So, but when I do bake, I bake the recipes that I know and love, which is banana bread, pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. That might be it, actually. It's 2 things. And even banana bread's been off the table for a while now because I made it one time and it was awful, so I haven't been brave enough to go back and make it again. So it's just pumpkin chocolate chip cookies, which are delicious and everyone loves them. Number 5 on my list, and bear with me because this one involves leaving the house, is thrifting. I know I said all of these are more introverted hobbies, and I still stick to thrifting is an introverted hobby, but it's for those days when you wake up and you just like can smell challenge in the air and you just really want to go fight someone for the last cute basket. You know what I mean? I like to go thrifting by taking a friend, grabbing a tea or a coffee, whatever floats your boat, and seeing what someone's dead grandma donated to Goodwill. What I've started doing recently for thrifting is whenever I'm scrolling online and I see something that I want to buy new, I will write it down in a note on my phone so that when I'm out thrifting, I can look it up and be like, oh, these are some things that I wanted to look for. Number 4 on my list is plants. And this might not seem like a cozy hobby because it can cause a lot of frustration, especially if you keep getting the same plant and it keeps dying. But like I always say, if you kill enough plants, you eventually keep them alive. I have killed at least one of every single plant that's in this house. So all of these plants, other than this one actually, are a descendant of a plant sacrifice so that I could further my knowledge on what not to do. So yeah, I think that plants can be very serene and peaceful and they really brighten up a room once you have killed enough of them. Number 3 on my list are coloring books. I think that coloring books are really good for quieting the voices in your head because they're really good to concentrate on. My favorite way to do this hobby is to put on an audiobook and then color in while I'm listening to the audiobook. I also will put on like one of my favorite shows that I've seen a million times on the TV in the background. I think that's a really good way too. Some of my favorite brands of coloring book are the Creative Haven ones on Amazon, and there's also I think it's called Life of Witches. I mentioned it before in one of my videos, but it's a really cute coloring book and it's a really good quality. Number 2 is number 2 on my oh my fucking god. Number 2 Number 2 on my list is reading. I love reading. I got back into reading 4 or 5 years ago now, and I've been reading really consistently ever since then. It's definitely not educational books. I read romantasy mostly. I think if you're looking to get back into reading, I highly recommend reading a series like a YA, a young adult series that you read when you were younger, or even like one of the kids books that you read when you were younger, because it is so nostalgic that it will like really help you move that boat along. I like to read in both Kindle and physical book format. I mostly read on my Kindle because it's easy to read at night, and that's when I do most of my reading, is right before I go to bed. It's also easy to take everywhere with you, and you don't have to risk damaging a physical book. Kindle Unlimited also has a lot of fairy smut on it, if that's what you're into. My favorite cozy hobby coming in at number 1 is gaming. I love gaming. It is always there for me. No matter what vibe I'm feeling, there is a game for everything. The 2 games that I've been playing a lot recently are Animal Crossing and Baldur's Gate 3. 2 very different games, very different vibes, but I love them both dearly. I play a lot of games on my Switch. I really like playing with a handheld because you can take it anywhere with you, and it's also just like good for sitting on the sofa with your cup of tea, hanging out. But I do also have a PC setup that I use to play like bigger games like Hogwarts Legacy, Baldur's Gate, The Witcher. I truly believe that there is a game for everyone, and you just got to find out what your vibe is. When I first started gaming, I didn't play games with any combat in them because it made me too nervous. I couldn't do it. I would level up all of my sneaking abilities so that I would never have to be in any kind of confrontation ever, which is kind of true to how I go about life in general, but especially in video games I was really bad about it. But then I played Hogwarts Legacy for the first time, and that really got me more used to and more confident in like combat in games. If you don't like combat, that's fine. There's tons of games that don't have any combat in them and that are super cozy. That completes my list. If you have anything you would like to add to the list, or anything that you disagree with that's on my list, please let me know in the comments, and I will see you again soon with another video. Bye!